Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone, so this is going to be my Black Moon reading. Very exciting as we have this Black Moon falling right in alignment with the solar eclipse of 2023. Now, if that's not significant for positive change and luck and abundance, I don't know what is, right? You don't often hear a lot of people talk about the Black Moon, because a lot of people don't like to refer to it because it's a very magical moon and it's best used for like manifestations and abundance, and a lot of witches know about for rituals and things like that. But it's a very powerful Black Moon, and really a Black Moon is just two new moons in an astrological sign. It's just like if you were to have two full moons, that's when we have the rare blue moon. Well, the Black Moon is two new moons. Now, some will actually say that new moons are more powerful than full moons because that is where you're planting the seeds, where you're starting something, where you're initiating things, where you're really pulling in on the energies. Now, having literally this Black Moon happening, like it literally happens right before the new moon where the night sky is black. A lot of people look at it as when the new moon starts, right? Well, the new moon actually rises right after the eclipse, right? And so anyways, what I'm getting at is this is happening right in alignment with this eclipse. Now, as we know, eclipses bring in major changes. They're to align you with your destiny. Well, really with your fated life, right? Not the life that you're living. What you're fated to have, right? Not what you're destined to have, depending on the choices that you've made throughout your life. For some of you, it's like you need to be realigned. For some of you, it's like, say you've had karmic children, okay? So you stay in a relationship and you figure this is your destined life. You're destined to be together because you had children together. But that's not your fated life. And you're letting external factors determine where you're at, what you're pursuing, what you're doing, your dreams, your ambitions, and things like that, right? So sometimes we have things that will abruptly happen. If you were in fact to have a karmic child, you were in a karmic relationship. So if you didn't learn that karmic lesson, things like that, but the other party did, why should they still be stuck in the relationship? Because you're often karmic for each other. People will be eclipsed out and things like that. And that can be kind of, sorry, let me put on my incense. It's really, okay, strong. All right. So sometimes it's like, we will stay in these relationships and situations even after the lesson's been learned, and then there seems to be an imbalance, and it's really not fair, especially for those of us that have been in a relationship due to codependency, where we're relying on each other for resources, support, or abandonment issues, or whatever it may have been. Often you may get that confidence, but you just don't know how to make movement, make change. You don't know how to maybe finally seeing them still wounded because you have this love for them, and even more so when you realize that they have taught you these beautiful life lessons and leveled you up, because you can be together forever with karmic. I do need to say that if you both learn your karmic lesson and clear that out, you can be together and have a peaceful, beautiful life together. But often you're fated to have a higher life, a more higher vibrational soulmate, kind of as like a reward for learning that karmic lesson, right? I mean, some of you don't want to keep pursuing your dreams and ambitions, but that's what these eclipses do, right? They align you with where you're fated to be. So a lot of events will happen. Okay, so this is a very, very powerful time, and with Jupiter making major movements. Jupiter aligned with the sun back on April 11th, and that only happens once a year. And when that happens, it creates what's called a Jupiter Kasemi, and it brings in so much luck and abundance. Some will say it's the most luckiest day of the year, but I say is that yes, that was the luckiest day of the year for it. Not for like playing lotto and things like that, but for setting your intentions, for planting your seeds, for thinking about what you want to create. I mean, maybe for some of you, you were big lotto winners or had a very lucky day or found out. I mean, it's all about the timing. That's why I say, yes, that's when this alignment happened. But now there's going to be a series of things. For a lot of you, what Jupiter was touching and kissing almost on the Kasemi is now this eclipse is bringing it in, right? So this eclipse is to me a very, very positive one. It's also the start of our Aries Libra axis, right? So it's starting a fresh new eclipse cycle, and Libra we know is justice, karmic justice. So the scales are being balanced. So to me, there's going to be a lot of shakeups in relationships and situations. If if you're in situations where they're not in alignment, okay, where you're not destined or fated to be together, some things will be coming out. People could be getting some new realizations, new opportunities, and then following that we've got Mercury retrograde. A retrograde, brings people back from the past, brings back nostalgia and those memories, because when you have those emotions and feelings within the heart, they need to come out. So you need to express them, you need to release them. You either need to release them, put them on the table so you can move forward, not letting it hold you back anymore, or finally get the closure you need, or finally pursue a lover that it's fated for you to be with, and to let go of whatever blocks. So it's so beautiful how very much these go together, because if you are stuck in a situation, this is like the universe's push, and it's like divine intervention to kind of knock those towers down. So please don't fight anything that happens. Just allow it to happen. Allow situations to unfold, because somebody could literally be getting eclipsed out for somebody to get eclipsed in. You could literally have somebody all of a sudden up and leave and like, bye. Like, don't fight them, because then if you fight them, you're going to be blocking the universal energies at work here. It could be bringing somebody in. You got to make room for people, and sometimes we don't do that. Or opportunities, like if you're not willing to let go of a job, see, you've got another better job, more in alignment with your passions, your dreams, your ambitions, right here for you. But if you don't let go of this one, or even be willing to look, you're not going to see it, right? It's one of those things. So this is very, very beautiful. All right, I've talked 7 minutes now about this. I'm feeling very strong. There's going to be a lot of intense emotions, right? A lot of push and pull. I don't even, I've been feeling a lot of the twin flame energies. I am on the twin flame collective, but I've been having to detach a lot from the twin flame energies, because they're very, very intense at this time, okay? And there's a lot of like masculines that are finally waking up, realizing, purging things out. There's a lot of people that are in fact realizing they were with false twins. So there's been a lot of spell work and a lot of magic and things that have been bonding these people to try to block unions. And to me, you fully just have to detach, because it's about loving yourself. Whether or not your twin, if your twin's not ready, they're not ready, then you can't be in alignment. All they're going to do is hold you back. So it's ultimately, you really just have to detach and just live life for you. That's what I'm doing. And I know that I constantly, I don't know if it's my twin waking up or if it's my twin feeling me pull away. I don't know, because for the longest time, like, I thought I had it figured out. But then I've been realizing there's been so much manipulation, control, and spell work and things like that. I've just come to fully release everything. I'm just going to live life, love me. And I know I have amazing opportunities, especially this is going to be a very big time for a career and finances, new opportunities. So I'm really excited about that. That's why I know that I've been feeling this big push to start my new channel with my new endeavors, my new dreams, and all of that. So I'm focusing on me, and I'm doing that. So that's a message for somebody. All right, so I pulled the Luna Soul Tarot, and I'm going to be doing more readings off of this, but I also pulled the moon cards that I work with every new moon and full moon, especially eclipse energy. So I guess since I picked up the tarot first, we'll get some cards out, and then I'm going to pull some Moonology, Queen of the Moon, some spellcasters, and we'll see what energies, what messages are going on. So this is a collective reading, but know if you came into alignment with my reading, you're in alignment with my energy. Or if it's not fitting for you, maybe you were just meant for my introduction, where I'm talking about this amazing, time and what's going on in the cosmos and all of that. So anyway, I'm very excited. Eclipses are very powerful. Some used to fear them, would hide from them, all sorts of things that can happen. And I know that, but you need to know, with this being in the year of a 7 too in numerology, this is all about luck and abundance and expansion. And Jupiter makes a movement into Taurus too. after the eclipse. So it's kind of like whatever Jupiter's been bringing in, it's like now it's bringing in the opportunity, and then I feel it makes the movement and it brings in the foundation, because Taurus is very grounded and very it's like when you move in, Aries is like taking action, right? We're having this eclipse right in the cusp of Aries as it moves into Taurus. So it's like you're in this energy of wanting to take action, charge, and control. It kind of gives you that push, like, all right, I'm going to go after this. And then it's like after you go after it, now you need things to back it up. It's like, say you decide to make a major movement in your life, like, you know, move across the country or something like that. Maybe you decide, all right, I'm going to do this, right? But then you need to have the resources, you need to have the money, you need to have a plan and things like that. That's where Taurus helps bring it in, right? So that's very beautiful. And sometimes it's just deciding that. For some of you, you just need to say, like, all right, I'm going to pursue this dream. I'm going to go after this. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know when I'm going to get there. I don't know how, like, the money. And then all of a sudden, Jupiter makes this movement. And then, bam, here's resources. Bam, here's somebody that's willing to go with you. Bam, here's somebody in alignment with your dreams. Here's new friends. Here's this. Here's that. You see, that's what I mean. It's very beautiful, but you need to be open. That's what I mean. The best thing that you can do is just allow, right? Okay, so let's see here. Wow, 6 of Wands coming out. That's victory. That's admiration. A lot of you are going to be coming up. People are going to be seeing this. And, you know, this has to do with a lot of people in their sector, of how people see them, how they show up in the world, their friends, their relationships, things like that. I'm getting there's definitely victory here with the Sun. A lot of you are, you know, are going to be put in positions of power. 5 of Swords. Now, it looks like you've been through a battle, right? And it's like maybe you had fear before and you were scared. Maybe you have children here that were scared too, and you finally stood up and did something, because I do see children hiding back there, and somebody's holding a sword up there. Hold on, let me close the door. I hear my children. Just a second. Okay, so maybe there is something you had to fight for here with the 5 of Swords. Because, you know, that represents conflict. And 2 of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be a head over heart decision that needs to be made here with the 2s and the Swords. For sure. I'm seeing a yin-yang symbol on one of these swords. This definitely has to do with balancing out your masculine, your feminine energy. For some of you, you needed to be very expressive, okay? Very communicative on that sword. And there's bees here representing abundance and miracles, really. Because it's very miraculous how a bee can really fly because of its size and its delicate wings, right? But it vibrates at such a high frequency. That's why it's able to fly. It's very beautiful. So really believing in miracles here. So there's definitely a judgment call. 6 of Wands and judgment. So this is the universe's way of telling you. This is like the universe deciding, you know what? It's time for you to be put in the spotlight. You know what? It's time for you to get true love. Look at this, 2 of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody that's been loving themselves. I'm getting they've been doing a lot of healing and quiet and silence, and it's time for the world to see. Wow. Look at this. We got the Hermit energy. See, yeah, someone's been holding all of this light, the sun from within. Somebody has been pouring so much love into themselves and has been like hidden from the world, and they're about to be exposed. Look at this. Look at this crown now, and all this light is shining. This is somebody that is so like tapped in and has so much beautiful love and light to give. Ace of Swords. They're getting divine intelligence and guidance. So for some of you, this is a very spiritual time too around these eclipses, where you're opening up to the divine source. You're getting divine source downloads. This is very beautiful. And Queen of Discs, you're realizing how abundant and resourceful you are. There's a strong King of Cups energy with the sun. There is somebody, I see my camera being in slow motion. It's been doing that this week. We've been having a lot of solar flares that have been going on, M-class solar flares. So they're disrupting a lot of our electronics and communications, not to mention with retrograde approaching, we start to have problems. But I feel this is more the solar flares. We had some X series ones, this most powerful solar flares too that came at the beginning of the month. All right, I'm not gonna get too started on that. Okay, so yeah, guys need to be careful. I'm telling you. Sorry, I'm channeling. So they wanted me to tell you because this happened to me. Like if you work with crystals a lot, as I do, you need to be careful, especially around eclipse time and with these solar flares coming in. Is they're very, very strong, and they charge these crystals. If you know, they get charged by the sun, right? So can you imagine the power that comes through these crystals? So you need to be careful around these solar flares that we were having last year and the eclipse. I remember I actually got to where like I almost passed out in one of the stores I was at. Like I didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden I was wearing crystals. I had some in my shirt and I had my my clear quartz on, which is an amplifier. So like I hit the floor. Like it was bad. Like I just had my little girl with. I remember I had to ask the angels to help me because and my little 4-year-old with me, but yeah, I didn't know what had happened, and but immediately I heard take off crystals, so I just took them off right in the store. And I've never had to do that before. And then I had to start researching them and everything, and I had to get some water and calm down. And I realized it's getting overcharged by my crystals. And I've always told people, like, you need to be careful, too. I was working with a crystal I don't often work with. It was one of the red ones, carnelian or something, and maybe it was mixing, too, with some of the ones, because I often have black obsidian that I always wear and clear quartz. Anyways, sometimes mixing those can be too strong and too potent and too powerful, but I noticed I was starting to get the same feelings again yesterday when I was out walking around in the sun, that my crystals were getting too charged. So you need to be careful with the crystals you're working with and wearing, with them getting charged too much with the sun rays and with the eclipse energies, okay? So that's a side message for some of you that work with crystals. So King of Cups, yeah, there's this beautiful energy. Somebody is in love, wanting to come in. This is heavenly sent. Someone's definitely being guided. There could be competition for you, 5 of Wands, or somebody's wanting to fight for you. It's counterpart energy. I thought she was the Queen of Cups, but it's the Page of Cups. Somebody's definitely wanting to come in and give love. I'm really getting its counterpart energy. Somebody is off at the distance and has been waiting. Yeah, look, there's this 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords in the world. So to me, this represents endings coming. There's definitely, that's heartbreak, betrayal, endings. It looks like it could be several. There's 3 different swords, and there's a sword in each heart. I'm getting there could be multiple endings here. Look, the Devil and the 10 of Cups. See, the Devil has been trying to trump this 10 of Cups, this happily ever after. To me, this could also represent a family. So to me, there could be a heartbreak, a losing of somebody within a family. So that could be multiple hearts are going to be feeling this. But something is coming in fast. Unfortunately, it's sad that the children have to, endure that. Because I'm seeing children on the card here, the 10 of Cups. I don't always see children in the cards, but there is 2 children, 3 adults here. I'm getting multiple hearts are going to be involved here. This is 8 of Cups, walking away, moving away with Queen of Wands. This is somebody taking the action. The Moon card and the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. What? See? Some sort of Empress was in a very burdensome, challenging situation where she couldn't prosper. I'm getting 10 of Wands. She's closing out that cycle. Right next to her is the 6 of Discs and the Wheel of Fortune. Exactly what I've been saying. This eclipse is bringing in what's fair. It's balancing the scales. fated life over destined life. And the moon, strong moon energy. So this is unknown. It's like this strong moon eclipse cycle is going to put her in her power to take action. Wow. She's going to have options. So 7 of Cups, this is definitely bringing in options. New foundation, but she's moving away from 7 of Swords, lies, betrayal, deceit, fear, surrounding a family structure unit, 4 of Wands. So it looks like the ending too, like a family unit. That's why there's multiple hearts involved. Wow. And it's not everybody's story. King of Discs, somebody very abundant or resourceful, counterpart energy, right, to the Queen of Discs. This is a boss couple. This is meant to come together. A lot of unions are meant to happen. So I mean, if there have been entanglements with karmics and false twins, they're falling apart for these true unions to unite, because it's fated. Wow. All right, guys. Well, love and light to all of you. Wow. Okay. Yeah, see, a lot of times that's why I like to wait on the tarot, because then I get where I'm ready to close out the energy. I got to work around my children too, and I hear them. So we're going to pull a couple cards, and then you'll have to check out more readings. So this is the Queen of the Moon. No, this is Moonology. Moonology for eclipse energy. The energy is gaining momentum. Yes, it is. We are on eclipse week. It is gaining momentum. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node energy. We got prosperity lies ahead. This Taurus energy, that's what I get. I'm getting like the money and the resources are coming in this Taurus energy. But that's what I mean. Like this eclipse energy is going to be pulling things out. Don't fight them. And then boom. And then the resources and all that are going to be coming in. So adjustments are required here. For some of you, it often doesn't go according to our plans. Then full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. Okay. Surrender to the divine. Told you need to surrender and go with the flow at this time. And it's a time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. That's what's happening. And a lot of this, we're closing out the Taurus Scorpio eclipse. That was the last eclipse cycle. So a lot of karmic lessons were learned here. So it's time to release those. New trajectory. New beginnings. It's exciting. Energy is gaining momentum. Told you it is. All right, let's get some Queen of the Moon. For this eclipse energy. Unexpected. I seen the blue moon card. So creation, new things are getting created for sure. They want you to use your discernment when making these choices, because like I was getting, there's more involved than just you. Somebody's having to think about not just their heart, several hearts. There's other hearts involved here. So you're making the best decisions for all. For some of you, you need to create some boundaries here. We've got the fruition card. So things are going to be very prosperous. Again, with that bee symbolism. I'm seeing multiple bees. There could be multiple miracles coming in. There's 3 bees. I'm seeing hummingbirds too. I've been seeing hummingbirds and peacocks and doves, which is so beautiful. All relating around love, true love, soulmates, unions. I know that I've been seeing them approaching. This is so coming. And now I'm looking, they look like beetles almost, like those scarab beetles with wings. I could look up that animal totem. I'm not sure the message there. But yeah, a new path. This path is elevating you too. See how there's the ladder here, and you're going into a new life, new beginning. And this is like, to me, the divine is showing you the life that you're supposed to be in. So you're elevating for sure. Again, another ladder symbolism. You are definitely elevating. So you are going into a higher vibrational life. So you're going to be calling in higher vibrational friends, soul family, soulmates, right? It's beautiful. And there's that unexpected card I seen. So blue moon energy, things are going to be happening very unexpectedly. and extremes. It's going to be extremes, energy, a lot of passion. Wow, a lot of emotions. Wow. All right, guys, I'm going to leave the reading there. We'll pull one of the spellcasters, and then I got to go. So if you like my style and my readings, definitely subscribe on Cosmic Divine Seeker. I mean, you could subscribe here so you get the link below if you don't want to search me, but I'm going to be switching to a new platform after the eclipse where all my readings are going to be there. It's more in alignment with my new career path, new life, all of that. So, because my readings are more, I've always been more around the cosmos and astrology than just around the fixed zodiac signs. And I connect a lot with Starseeds, Lightworkers, Earth Angels, right? So I felt it was more fitting, and because I feel so I'm out of the shadows now. Look at this. Prosperity. I told you guys, this Jupiter is bringing in so much luck and abundance and money and blessings. This is a beautiful eclipse energy and black moon energy. It's going to be freeing you from things. For some of you, lightening your load. For some of you, you just wouldn't let go of things because you were too loving and caring and kind. And you know what? Divine's like, you know what? You don't even need to deal with this anymore. Let me handle this. So you're going to realize that some of these things that happen at first, you're going to be like, what? And then all of a sudden, you're going to realize it's a blessing instead. Look at this. There's going to be so much passion. Okay, you can show me the passion card. There is nothing wrong with that. Manifestations. Look at this. You're getting your heart's desires. You're going to have peace. You see all these beautiful cards. Oh my gosh. And heightened psychic abilities for sure. And high level of commitments. Look at those doves. White and black doves. Yin and yang doves. Divine unions for sure coming together. Hell yes. And Spirit is bringing them together. Very beautiful. All right, guys. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely take care. And this is such an exciting time if you're catching this in real time. And if you're not, all my readings are timeless. Just you got some major changes that are getting ready to happen in your world if you're catching this outside of the eclipse cycle. All right. Love and light to all of you. Bye.